CIET NCERT presents audiobook Khel Yatra, textbook of physical education and well-being for grade 7.
Page 196, Chapter 4, Pranayama. In this grade, let us learn about breathing through the fourth aspect of Ashtanga Yoga, which is Pranayama. Pranayama is the practice of controlling our breath. In yoga, our breath is considered a powerful tool. Breathing techniques that promote our life force are pranayama. The word pranayama comes from two words. Prana means vital energy and yama means to control or extend. So pranayama is the way by which we consciously control and direct our breath to make ourselves happier and healthier. Why is pranayama important for students? Just like we need healthy food to stay physically fit, likewise to keep the body energized and calm the mind, we need to do pranayama practices. It's especially helpful for students because it helps with focus during studies, staying calm during exams, and even feeling more energized for sports or daily activities. There is a flow chart at the bottom of this page depicting benefits of pranayama. First, improves our concentration. Second, reduces stress. Third, calms the mind. Fourth, feeling more energized. Page 197. Try practicing pranayama for a few minutes every morning. You will feel ready to take on your day with more energy and less stress. In this grade, let us practice what we had learnt in the previous grade, like first, sectional breathing. Sectional breathing is a preparatory breathing practice for pranayama. It corrects the wrong breathing pattern and increases the vital capacity of the lungs. Second, Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama is a simple and powerful technique that balances the flow of prana, life force, and cleans the subtle energy channels. Third, Brahmari Pranayama. Brahmari Pranayama is a calming technique which has a soothing effect on the mind and nervous system. Refer to Khel Yatra, Grade 6 textbook for the given practices. Let us learn how to perform Brahmari Pranayama by adopting Shanmukhi Mudra. Shanmukhi means 6 gates or faces. Shanmukhi Mudra involves redirecting the awareness inside by closing the 6 doors of outer perception, the 2 eyes, the 2 ears, the nose, and the mouth. This practice promotes a state of pratyahara. In other words, it closes the 6 gates of perception in the head with the fingers of both hands. At the bottom right side of this page, there is an image of a boy closing his eyes, ears, nose, and mouth by his fingers and performing Brahmari Pranayama. Page 198.1. Sit in Sukhasana with the spine erect, face smiling, and eyes gently closed. Second, now raise both the arms to shoulder level, bend your elbows, and close the ears with the thumb. Point 3. Place the index finger gently on the eyelids, middle finger on both the nostrils, and ring and small finger above and below the lips as described earlier. Point 4. Inhale slowly and deeply and fill the lungs completely. Point 5. As you exhale, make a steady, low-pitched humming sound like a bee. Makra sound from the Omkara chanting. Point 6. Feel the vibration of the sound resonate throughout your head and body Repeat the practice 5 times. Benefits of Shanmukhi Mudra. Point 1. Shanmukhi Mudra calms the mind and nervous system. Point 2. It also balances internal and external awareness. Point 3. It also enhances focus and helps in managing anxiety. Note for the teacher. Point 1. Ask the students whether they could feel the resonance during the practice. Point 2. Ask about their state of mind after the practice. In this grade, let us learn about Bhastrika Pranayama stepwise. Bhastrik Pranayama, Bhastik, is a special breathing exercise that gets its name from bellows, because it's like breathing in and out like a bellows. You can do it slowly or quickly, whichever feels comfortable. During Bhastik, you breathe deeply and fully, so your body gets lots of oxygen. You use your chest like a bellows to breathe in and out strongly. On the bottom right side of the page, there is an image of an object called bellows. Page 199. There are 2 parts of Bhastrik. The first part is like a cleansing breath and the second part is slower and calmer. That's why Bhastik is sometimes called a bridge between cleansing breaths and calmer breathing exercises. Stepwise practice of Bhastik Pranayama. Step 1. Sit in a comfortable posture, Sukhasana or Vajrasana. Keep the head and spine straight and close the eyes and relax the whole body. Step 2. Take a deep breath through both nostrils and fill the lungs with air. Step 3. After full inhalation, quickly exhale continuously for 5 times. This completes 1 round of Bhastrika. Step 4. Continue this practice for 3 rounds. Beside the steps, there is an image on the right side depicting a girl sitting in Padmasana with eyes closed and hands in Gyan Mudra, ready for Bhastik Pranayama. Benefits. Point 1. Bhastik Pranayama strengthens the lungs and improves blood circulation. Point 2. It relaxes the body and mind and improves concentration. Limitations. The students with low stamina should avoid this practice. Note for the teacher. Point 1. Ensure the students gently practice this pranayama without any jerks. Page 200. Mudras. Introduction to Hand Mudras. Let us explore hand mudras. Have you ever seen pictures of saints or gods with their hands in special positions? These are called hand mudras. Mudras are hand gestures that help connect our body, mind, and energy. The word mudra means gesture or seal in Sanskrit. They are like special hand signals that can help our energy flow freely. People have been using mudras for a very long time to feel better physically and mentally. In this grade, let us learn about Janana Mudra. Janana Mudra is an important and simple mudra which calms the mind. Stepwise practice of Janana Mudra. Point 1. Sit in a comfortable posture, Sukhasana or Vajrasana, or on a chair with the back straight. Point 2. Place your hands on the thighs with your palms facing upward. Point 3. Now gently touch the tip of the thumb with the tip of the index finger. Do not press hard. Point 4. Stretch the other finger straight. Let the palm be facing upward. Point 5. Keep the focus on your breath. Point 6. Practice it for 10 minutes every day. Benefits. Janana Mudra. Point 1. Janana Mudra reduces mental tension, anger, and stress. Point 2. It increases memory power. Point 3. It gives energy to the brain and muscles. Page 201. We also learnt Shanmukhi Mudra with Bhramari Pranayama in the previous chapter. Note for the teacher. Point 1. Encourage students to practice these mudras. Point 1. Encourage students to practice these mudras every day, especially before studies. Pratyahara. Hello students. Have you heard of Pratyahara? Pratyahara is a special tool which helps us to focus. It is a cool way to develop our concentration and remain calm. Pratyahara is the 5th step of Ashtanga Yoga, which teaches us how to concentrate deeper and stronger. So in this grade, let us learn how to reduce distraction by doing the given activity. Activity to develop focus by engaging your ear to the sound of a bell. Point 1. Let us listen to the sound of a temple bell. Listen closely as it starts with a strong bong and then continues to ring. Notice how the ringing changes. It might be loud at first and then becomes softer and softer until it finally disappears. Try to feel the vibrations of the sound within you. Page 202. Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi. Dharana means single point concentration and involves keeping the mind steady and focus. Dharana is like learning to use a focus for your mind. It is about training your mind to pay attention to just one thing, like focusing sunlight with a magnifying glass. When your mind is focused, it helps you study better, concentrate on tasks, and manage your thoughts. You can practice dharana by choosing something to focus on, like your breath or a word, and trying to keep your mind from wandering. This skill, along with dhyana, helps you find inner peace and is an important part of yoga. In the previous grade, we learnt about Jatru Trataka, which improves our focus. Let us continue the practice in this grade. Let us practice dharana by focusing on a single point. Jatru Trataka is a yogic gazing that helps to bring one-pointed concentration or focus. It is a practice where the gaze is fixed on an object or the target. Before starting, it is a good idea to cleanse your eyes with cold water. Cleansing of eyes using the palms. Wash your hands with soap thoroughly. Make a cup of your right palm and fill it with clean water. Now immerse your right eyeball in this water. Blink the eyes for few rounds. Repeat the same practice with the left eye. There's an image on the top right side of the page which is depicting sunlight being focused through a magnifying glass to start a fire on a piece of paper. Page 203. Jatru Trataka. There are 5 images given at the top of this page. These images depict step of Jatru Trataka, a yogic eye exercise. Step 1. Sit in Vajrasana or Sukhasana with hands on knees. Step 2. Raise both hands with thumbs up in front of the face. Step 3. Extend arms sideways while keeping thumbs up and gaze fixed forward. Step 4. Move eyes side to side looking at each thumb. Step 5. Return to the initial sitting position with hands on the knees. Step 1. Sit in Vajrasana or Sukhasana comfortably. Keep your eyes open and hands on the thighs. Step 2. Now stretch both the hands in front. Make fists out of them while the thumbs raised upwards. Step 3. Move both the hands towards both the shoulders parallel to the ground and keep gazing at the tip of the thumbs. Stretch the hands sideways as far as possible until the reach of the vision. Step 4. Maintain this position for a while by holding the hands at both the ends. Slowly move the hands back to the original position while gazing at the tip of the thumbs. Do not move the head but move only the eyeballs sideways. Repeat this practice 3 to 5 rounds. Step 5. After the practice, do simple palming and relax in Vajrasana or Sukhasana. Page 204. Simple palming procedure. Point 1. Rub both palms until they become warm. Point 2. Cup your palms and place them gently over the eyes. Do not put pressure on the eyeballs. Point 3. Keep your eyes closed. Point 4. Keep your palms on your eyes for 10 to 15 seconds, then gently lift them. At the middle of the page, there are 3 pictures of a boy performing simple palming procedure. Benefits. Sideways viewing of Jatru relaxes the muscles around the eyes. Point 2. It also prevents and corrects squint. Point 3. It also improves eyesight, vision, and concentration. Limitations. Students with severe headaches should avoid this practice. Note for the teacher. Point 1. Ensure that students remove their glasses and wrist watches. Point 2. Encourage them to sit with the head, neck, and spine erect during the practice. Point 3. Always open your eyes with a few blinks. Point 4. Ensure palming is done after each practice. Point 5. For up and down and right and left movement of Jatru Trataka, refer to the Khel Yatra Grade 6 textbook. Page 205. Dhyana. Dhyana means meditation. When we focus really hard on one thing, this is called dharana. Our mind starts to calm down. This calmness and stillness is dhyana. Dhyana helps us feel peaceful inside, even when things around us are noisy or chaotic. Imagine training your mind to focus on one thing like a laser beam. That's dharana. Both dharana and dhyana can help you focus better in school, stay calm during exams, and feel more peaceful in your everyday life. Activity. Simple meditation exercise. Now let us learn simple meditation technique step by step. Point 1. Sit in a comfortable posture, Sukhasana or Vajrasana with spine erect and eyes closed. Point 2. Now slowly move your awareness on your breath. Observe your breathing for a few seconds as you breathe in and breathe out. Point 3. If thoughts come into your mind, don't worry. Just gently bring your attention back to your breath. Point 4. Practice this for a few minutes. This is dhyana, where you focus on your breath and let your mind become calm and peaceful. Panchkosh meditation. Panchkosh meditation. Just like a house has different rooms like living room, kitchen, and bedroom, our bodies also have different layers. We learned about these layers in chapter 1. In this grade, let's go on an inner journey to explore these layers within ourselves through meditation. Page 206. Will help us understand ourselves better and feel more peaceful and happy. Step-by-step practice of Panchkosha meditation. Point 1. Sit comfortably in Sukhasana with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Keep the body relaxed. Point 2. Now gently close your eyes, become aware of your surroundings and sounds around you. Begin by gently scanning your body. Be aware of your head, shoulders, chest, waist, back, abdomen, arms and legs. Notice any sensation or any areas of tension. Acknowledge these sensations without judgment. This is your Annamaya Kosha, the physical body. Observe it for a few seconds and relax the physical body. Point 3. Now shift your focus to your breath. Bring your awareness between your nostril and observe the air entering the nostrils as you breathe in and breathe out. Observe your breathing slows down and is more continuous and rhythmic. Be aware of the breath as your lungs expand and contract. This is your Pranayama Kosha. Observe for a few seconds and enjoy the lightness of the body. Point 4. Now observe the thoughts that arise in your mind. Notice how they come and go like clouds in the sky. Simply acknowledge them and gently bring your attention back to your breath. Now shift your awareness and become more aware of the sensation in your body. You might start feeling uncomfortable sitting in one position for a long time and want to move your legs, or you might experience some kind of itching sensation on your skin, nose, etc. This is a reflexive mental chatter that comes from your mind. This is your Manomay Kosha. Point 5. Try not to respond to it, but continue to observe your breath. Connect with your inner wisdom and ask yourself, what brings me joy? Page 207. Gently listen to the inner guidance that arises. This is your Vijnanmay Kosha. Point 6. Now shift your awareness deep inside. Now center your awareness to your heart. Relax deeply. Keep breathing smoothly and evenly. Now allow yourself to settle in a state of complete tranquility. Enjoy the sense of great joy and gratitude within you. It is a space of perfect stillness, silence, and happiness. There is no fear or desire. This is your Anandamay Kosha. Now simply be aware of your own awareness. Point 7. Return your awareness to your breath. Become aware of your surroundings. Observe that your breathing is slow and continuous. Take a moment to relax and absorb this experience before you get up. Point 8. Now gently rub your palms. Place it on your eyes and open your eyes into your palms. Benefits. Point 1. Panchkosha meditation calms the mind and reduces stress. Point 2. It improves focus and self-awareness. Point 3. It brings peace and happiness. Note for the teacher. Point 1. Encourage students to share their experiences with meditation. Point 2. Let students focus on breath. Observe their thoughts and feelings during the practice. Page 208. Samadhi. Samadhi is the ultimate state of consciousness. It is a transcending thought. You're only aware of yourself and are connected to your true nature, love, joy, and strength. This is the ultimate goal that we seek to achieve in life. Kriya Yoga. Yoga is a process for all-round personality development. Kriya Yoga plays an important part in this process. Kriya Yoga means yoga through games. It is a fun and active way to practice yoga through different kinds of playful activities. Kriya Yoga combines yoga movements with games to help you build flexibility, strength, and focus while having fun with your classmates. These games are easy to learn and play and ensure total participation. These games not only give us an insight into our state of awareness but also help us to develop it. Here are a few games which you can play with your friends in the class or with members of your family. Yoga of Reflection. Yoga of Reflection is an indoor game. Normally played in groups, this game develops focus and mindfulness by copying the movements of the opponents. This game also improves concentration, body awareness, and coordination. How to play? Point 1. Divide the class into 2 groups. Point 2. Let the students pair up and face each other. Point 3. One student leads and performs a yoga pose or movement slowly, while the other student tries to mirror their movements exactly. Page 209. Point 4. Each student maintains the pose for 1 minute. Then the other student mirrors the pose for 1 minute. At the top right side of this page, there's an image that depicts 4 children playing a group game. They are bending down and trying to pick up with a bean bag or soft object placed on the ground. The children are dressed in sportswear, suggesting it's a physical activity or a fun classroom game focused on coordination and teamwork. Note for the teacher: the game is to be played for a maximum of 5 minutes. Point 2. Variations are encouraged to make the game interesting. Point 3. Ensure all students participate in the game. Step 4. Please explain the following takeaways and learnings to the students. Learnings from this game. Point 1. Promotes active engagement and focus. Point 2. Promotes physical and mental stability. Point 3. Encourages body awareness. Point 4. Improves communication skills. Point 5. Strengthens trust and cooperation. Point 6. Promotes patience and resilience. Page 210. Assessment for Yoga Unit. First, Yoga for Daily Life. Match the following. There are 2 columns on this page. The column on the left side lists some koshas. First, Annamaya Kosha. Second, Pranamaya Kosha. Third, Manomaya Kosha. Fourth, Vijnanmaya Kosha. 5. Anandamaya Kosha. In the second column, some sheets are given and students are supposed to match the given sheets with their correct koshas. A. Mind sheath. B. Wisdom sheath. C. Physical sheath. D. Bliss sheath. E. Energy sheath. Answer the following. There are 2 columns given on this page. First is of the riddles of koshas, and second, where the students have to list the practices they were able to do for each kosha. First, Annamaya Kosha. Second, Pranamaya Kosha. Third, Manomaya Kosha. Fourth, Vijnanmaya Kosha. Fifth, Anandamaya Kosha. Page 211. Teacher's Evaluation. There's a table at the beginning of the page which is divided in 7 parts. Part 1. Criteria. Understanding of koshas and their functions. Connecting practices and personal insights. Part 2. Excellent. 4 points. Demonstrates deep understanding and provides detailed, accurate answers. Clearly connects practices to koshas. Part 3. Good. 3 points. Shows good understanding with accurate answers and examples. Connects few practices to koshas. Part 4. Fair. 2 points. Demonstrates basic understanding but with some inaccuracies or lack of detail. Makes some connections. Part 5. Needs improvement. 1 point. Struggles to understand the concepts struggles to connect practices. In point 6 and 7, the teacher will be mentioning the number of points earned and her comments. Second, Yoga Sadhana, Yoga Riddles. There's a table at the bottom of the page divided in two parts. Part 1 is of riddles. In Part 2, blank space is given for students to mention their answers. Riddle number 1. In this pose, you pretend to sit with strength in your thighs. You will benefit. Name after a chair, but without one in sight. Which yoga pose am I right? Riddle number 2. I stand tall like a tree, with my arms reaching high. My legs are firm and strong. I am a pose. Can you tell me why? Page 212. Riddle number 3. I am a pose that makes you strong, like a brave warrior all day long. Kneeling down with legs spread wide, my name is spoken with pride. Riddle number 4. I have 2 heads, but only one face. I give strength and grace to your shoulders. My name comes from a cow's head. It's true, but I help you stretch and feel brand new. Riddle number 5. I stretch your back like a bow. You bend without any crack. Your hands hold your feet with a strong grip. What am I? Be careful. You can quickly slip. Riddle number 6. I stand on my shoulders with the head resting on the ground. A pose of strength and balance all around. In Sanskrit, my name means every part. What am I? Young friend, speak from your heart. Riddle number 7. I am a pose that makes you calm and free. Like a fish in water, that's the key. My name comes from the Sanskrit word for fish. Can you guess what pose I wish? Answers are: first, Utkatasana; second, Gomukhasana; third, Sarla Dhanurasana; fourth, Sarvangasana; fifth, Matsyasana. Page 213. Evaluation for asana. There's a table given at the beginning of this page which is divided in 7 parts. Part 1, Criteria. First criteria: correct identification of asanas. Second criteria: understanding of asana descriptions. Third criteria: participation and engagement. Part 2, Excellent. 4 points. First, correctly identifies all asanas. Second, demonstrates clear compression of all riddles, clues, and connects them to the correct asanas. Third, shows strong engagement and enthusiasm in solving the riddles. Part 3, Good. 3 points. First, correctly identifies 5 to 6 asanas. Second, demonstrates good comprehension of most riddles, clues, and makes accurate connections. Third, shows good engagement and participates actively. Part 4, Fair. 2 points. Point 1, correctly identifies 3 to 4 asanas. Second, demonstrates basic comprehension but struggles with some clues. Third, shows moderate engagement and participates passively. Part 5, needs improvement. 1 point. First, correctly identifies 2 or fewer asanas. Second, demonstrates limited comprehension of the riddle clues. Third, shows limited engagement and minimal participation. Part 6, Points earned. Part 7, Teacher's comments. Both of the given spaces are empty for the teachers to fill the total points earned and her remarks. Pranayama riddles. There's a table given at the bottom of the page, which is divided in mainly two parts. In the first part, some riddles are given. In the second part, blank space is provided for students to write their answers. First riddle is, I am a breathing practice known to calm the mind. I clear the air passages, leaving worries behind. I balance the energies with each inhale and exhale. Second riddle is, I am a breathing exercise known for its buzzing sound. I help calm the mind and bring peace around. My name is derived from a buzzing bee. What am I? Can you tell me? And set your mind free. Page 214. Evaluation for Pranayama. The answers are: first, Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Second, Bhramari Pranayama. Page 214. Evaluation for Pranayama. There's a table given on this page divided in 7 parts. The first part is of criteria. The first criteria is correct identification of pranayama. The second criteria is understanding of pranayama descriptions. Third criteria is participation and engagement. Part 2, excellent, 4 points. First, correctly identifies both pranayama practices. Second, demonstrates clear comprehension of all riddle clues and connects them to the practices. Third, shows strong engagement and enthusiasm in solving the riddles. Part 3, good, 3 points. First, correctly identifies one pranayama practice. Second, demonstrates good comprehension of most riddle clues and makes accurate connections. Third, shows good engagement and participates actively. Part 4, fair, 2 points. First, attempts to answer but both answers are incorrect. Second, demonstrates basic comprehension but struggles with some clues. Third, shows moderate engagement and participates passively. Part 5 needs improvement, 1 point. First, does not attempt to answer. Second, demonstrates limited comprehension of the riddle clues. Third, shows limited engagement and minimal participation. Part 6, points earned. Part 7, teacher's comments. Blank space is provided here for the teacher to write the total number of points earned and her comments.
Khel Yatra, you were just listening to this audiobook. Textbook of Physical Education and Well-being for Grade 7. Narration, Mansi Chauhan. Sound recordist, Manju Kumari. Production assistant, Amarjeet Sarkar. Directed and produced by Vimalesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.